I just came back from a concert. It was a rocking concert. It was a melodious concert. This made me smile, it made me laugh, it made me feel sad, it also made me shed that one tear, though I didn't allow anyone to see it beside me. Yes, it also made me realize that love can be a horrible feeling. Love can be the most wonderful fairy tale. Love can always die. Also, a star is born is what I realized is what I loved. Welcome to the spoiler-free review of the movie A Star is Born. We will give you the honest review and few reasons to watch or not to watch it. Sit back, we'll take you through real quick.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways die.
Before we start into the story, the review, the plus and the minus, let me give you one important fact that you might not know. This movie by the same name, A Star is Born, was actually made first all the way back in the 1930s, then remade in the 1950s, again successfully remade in 1970s, and this is the fourth remake in the 2018. Well, of course, it made me realize, is this movie or the story that appealing? It appealed to people back then in 1930s and also appeals to people today. It made me wonder, what is the story all about? This is the fourth installment, and remember, every single time the story is the same, but the climax and the ending is different. However, this is not the ending of the video. This is just the beginning. I'll tell you what the story is about.
It's a lot to change, man. Hell, it takes a lot to try.
One wise man gave a good advice. No, good advice are given by women. So one wise lady had always said, keep your personal life and keep your professional life completely different. But what can you do if both of you all, both the partners, are in the same working space but married to each other? That's kind of difficult, right? It's very complicated. That's what this movie is starting off with. Well, actually, Jackson is a very, very famous musician. But however, he's an alcoholic and also a drug addict, but he's extremely good at what he does, which is music. One day, he meets an aspiring singer called Ali, who's given up on her dreams to be a singer. They get to know each other, they become friendly, and they fall in love with each other. Slowly but surely, he brings her into the limelight and the public start loving the way she sings. Now, this is where the crossroads actually start. Her professional career as a singer starts going on the upwards, and his professional career starts seeing the downwards. What does that professional side got to do with the personal side? Here you see care, concern, motivation, encouragement, and you also see jealousy, insecurity, ego, and clashes. This is a real life take. This is how love is, this is how relationships are. And this is how this journey of A Star is Born begins. Remember, it's only the birth of all the complications of love.
For change.
Here's what we're gonna do. You come sing that song that I love.
No, I can't do that.
Well, they say moments make memories, and in terms of cinema, scenes make the movie, and also great scenes make the greatest of movies. In this movie, you have so many great scenes, and some scenes that actually touched my heart and still linger on my mind is the scene where actually the first time Jackson and Ali meet. It seems so real, so natural. As a viewer, I wondered that it was actually scripted or absolutely real. The dialogue exchange, the moments, the way they speak to each other is absolutely real and natural. You will enjoy this. There's another scene. I don't want to be a spoiler for you because I said this is a spoiler-free review, but when she receives one particular award of hers, that makes you feel the joy of Ali, and you also feel the pain of Jackson. That is total magic. And there is one scene where Jackson apologizes to her. It makes you realize that love is far greater than ego. Such a big musician who's made her what she is actually apologizing and breaking down in front of her. This is the magic of love, and this magic holds extremely special moments in this movie, A Star is Born. First of all, what's on your mind is what I can actually see. Is this a musical? Is this a drama? Is this a romantic movie? Or is this a feel-good, nice, happy movie? Well, actually, I gave you 4 options, and the answer is all of them. It's a combination of this all. Now, personally, I don't like musicals. I think it goes on and on and on, and you feel like so tired, and the only thing on your mind is, why are they not even talking? Why are they only singing? But actually, in this movie, it is beautifully placed. The songs are A-class. It's placed in the perfect places, and you actually start feeling this is not just a song, it's a dialogue that she's saying it in the most musical manner. Believe me, it's a complete treat. And now down to the performances. Bradley Cooper has aced it as the successful musician Jackson. You know his comfort, you know his pride when he's on stage. You also know he doesn't care so much about fame because he's seen so much of it. And also when it comes to the love aspect of it, it's so natural, it's so real. It's a wonderful performance by Bradley Cooper. And to match him equally, step to step, or in this musical movie, note to note, is Lady Gaga. You know her singing is top of the line, but however, her acting is brilliant. You dream her dreams, you feel her emotions, and when they connect with each other, when the boy and the girl are in love, you feel exactly what they are feeling. And if that happens in any movie, that's more than half the battle won.
What?
I just want to take another look at you.
In all the good times, I find myself longing.
Positive, positive, positive. Well, they also say negative and negative makes a positive. So are there any negatives in this movie? Well, if I have to actually go extremely deep and say, okay, this could have been slightly better. From my point of view, the first half is perfectly paced, but the second half gets kind of slow at times. But on the hindsight, when you look at it, if you want to relate to the character and understand every emotion, every feeling of theirs, then this kind of a slightly slow pace during the second half was extremely essential. When it comes to love, they always say these two terms: I lose my heart to him or to her. I fall in love the first or the second time. However, talking about this losing your heart and falling in love, let me tell you, in this movie actually wins your heart, and love is a true winner. This movie is a winner, and this star will always shine. All the great movie critics always say that a remake can never be as good as the original. And this was proved right many times when Ram Gopal Varma made a remake. But however, we're talking about A Star Is Born, right? Well, of course, this movie, the original was in the 1930s, and this is the fourth remake. Let me tell you that this movie is as good as the original, or if not, it can also be considered as better. On that note, it was a visual treat for me to see the two great stars on stage, to see the performances, to live their emotions, and to be a part of their lives for about 2 hours was a complete treat. So if you're a person who is in love, who believes in love, then pick up your tickets and watch this movie right now, as soon as you get the time to. If you don't believe in love, you say, I don't like romantic movies, watch it for the drama, watch it for the feeling, and realize that this love has a very important space in everyone's life. On that note, this is the end of a wonderful review, an honest review, and I hope you realize that A Star Is Born is truly a star and a superb movie. I'll catch you guys once again extremely soon, but yes, do give me your feedback. If you saw this movie, the other movies that you saw, what you want to see, give me all your feedback in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up and share this review. The movie is A Star Is Born. I'll catch you guys extremely soon on another time. This is the Youth Factor, the place where your voice is spoken and your mind is heard. That's it. Goodbye, and my name is Rajiv.
We're far from the shallow now.